It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters.
It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. This guy was sparring with world champion.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Misses with the jab. These two were made for each other. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nope, that hook won't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. He just misses with that jab. Hold that thought! Ooh, what a shot! Dimitry Bivol in some serious trouble here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talking about David Benavidez in that last one.
We're switching.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Do you believe what we're seeing? Well done with that counter shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Punch, counter punch. That uppercut doesn't land. Nice job blocking the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. talk about David Benavidez that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard's going to need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two.
The bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Both men step back for just a moment. Can't score with that right uppercut. See a jab from these two. That hook just can't find the target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights.
Here we go to the fourth round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You'd like to see more jabs. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Just misses with that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round.
I need to focus on what we're doing.
Time for the fifth round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Parries that jab away. That uppercut can't get through. Misses with the straight left. One punch could change everything in this battle. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about David Benavidez. There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Defense is not an option for these two. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. He is down big time on the score.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go.
Come on. You want him back into the fight.
Round 7, here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. unlucky to miss with that jab. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. And we enter the 8th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. They blocked the hook. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Blocks that right hook. Nice defense on that hook. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, if you are not...
When are we going to see a jab from these? Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be...